So I had this great idea to have a walk up to the top of Helsby Hill in Cheshire to record this second tutorial. When I got to the top of the hill, it was like bloody Hurricane Katrina, so I've had to come about halfway down. You might be able to hear a little bit of motorway noise, the M62 in the background. But yeah, it's probably the quietest it's going to get, I think. So I decided to record this next tutorial away from the house because I didn't want all my videos to just be me sat on my sofa, because it's a bit boring that. So yeah, so this video, this tutorial is going to be perfecting our claw, the Clawhammer. Am I in focus? Let's have a look. I realised my first video I was out of focus for most of it. Yeah, so grab your banjo, get yourself tuned to open G. Good day, good banjo day. G, D, G, B, D. So yeah, we're going to talk about perfecting our right hand claw structure and just give you a bit of an instruction on how to create that initial shape, and then once you've got the idea down, you can kind of take that away and run with it. So what I got taught was basically, if you look at your hand, and assuming you've got 4 fingers and a thumb, you see your hand there, you've got 3 folds. You've got a fold there, you got a fold there, and then you got a little crease there at the top. So that middle one there, you're going to do, get yourself a credit card or a debit card or your Costco's club card or whatever. I've left my wallet in the car, so I've got no card, so I'm going to improvise. I'm going to get a piece of tree bark. There you go, that's my natural credit card. So, assuming that's a credit card with a nice straight edge, what you're going to do is grab it with that middle part of your, is that middle fold there? I don't know what they call it. So not that bit, not the end, that middle bit there. So you're going to be able to grab it like that. Yeah? Take it away, and that forms the basic the basic claw shape. So what you want to do is give it a bit of structure, but not too much. You know, you don't want to be so tense that it's going to give you carpal tunnel, but not too floppy that it's going to, like, your fingers are going to flop around when you play. So the way I kind of explain it was, if you have that shape, imagine 100% tense, and then imagine 0% relaxed. Go to around about 30%, so you've got a nice structure. You know, your fingers aren't going to flop around. Then once you've got that, what I would say then is just strum using the back of your middle fingernail. Just strum. Put your thumb on the 5th string. Just strum like that. Okay? Using that same claw. Try not to lose that shape. Just strum. Now what I'll do is we need to know what the maximum and the minimum of that claw shape needs to be. So again, put your thumb on the 5th string, and then using that claw shape we just made with our credit cards, you're just going to strum very slowly from the 4th to the 1st string. And then when you get to the 1st string, just rest the back of your nail on the 1st string. So you don't have to pluck it, just do this, go. So just there. And then what you want to do is just get that 1st string just halfway on your middle fingernail. And once you've got that position there, you just stop and remove your hand. That is as big as it needs to be. You don't need to be any wider, because that, if you think about it, that's your limit. So practice a little bit using that shape we just formed. So that's the maximum it needs to be. It doesn't need to be any bigger, but you've got your structure, you're 30%, you know, solid, and then just hammer down on the 1st string, and then pluck with the thumb. It's okay if you miss. So just repeat what I'm doing. Try to keep in time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know now, excuse me, we know now that's the maximum that our claw shape needs to be. Now obviously we can't just play on the first string as much as we'd like to, because that's the easy string. We're going to have to venture down to this fourth string here. So how do we get from our maximum shape down to the fourth string while still being able to pluck that fifth string? So what you do, you've got that shape, and then to get to your fourth string, you see that bit of meat there? All we do is close that gap. That's all you need to do. That's all the movement you need. So that's your maximum shape. All we're doing, we're just closing that crab claw. So if you see the distance then between our middle finger and thumb is reduced, and that is then what gives us the distance we need to hit that fourth string and fifth string. Excuse me. So we were practicing just a minute ago with the first string doing this. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the fourth string. So this is a lot trickier, but that's okay. If you make a mistake or hit multiple strings, don't worry about it. Just repeat after me. I'm no expert at this, so we'll just do the best we can, but we'll try and keep in time. You ready? I'll try again a bit slower because I realised that was a bit too fast, so do it a bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what you want to try and, I mean, I'm not the best at this, but what you want to try and do is get the same volume between your hammer on and your thumb. So you don't want your hammer on to be silent and your thumb be super loud, or the opposite, you don't want your hammer on to be really loud and your thumb to be quiet. You want just a nice moderate volume between the two actions, so helps if I hit the string, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now another exercise that can help us to just practice that movement there, that claw distance between the maximum and the minimum size, is we'll just do the hammer on fifth string. So but what we'll do, we'll alternate between the first and the fourth string, and that'll get us used to doing that, closing that claw bit there. I need to find out what the name of that bit of meat is, but you get the idea. So you got your claw and you're just reducing. So you're not doing that with your thumb, you're not doing that. You're bringing the whole meat in like that. So we're gonna hammer on the first and then hammer on the fourth. Again, we'll try and moderate the volume, keep it equal between the two. So we're going to go. As you practice this, you're going to find yourself looking down and staring at your fingers, which is fine at first. You know, if I was to look down now and practice, I could probably hit it nearly 99% of the time. So that's why when I'm looking straight ahead, yeah, I miss the occasional string, but like I said in the introduction video, missing a string here and there doesn't really matter, because in the grand scheme of things, when you're playing fast, nobody will notice. And the great thing about the basic frailing strum, you know, we're going to spend the next month or 2 or 3 or however long it takes you mastering that bum ditty. And once you've got that down to T, you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to unpick it and add gaps and spaces and rests and syncopation where the bum ditty is. Because if you was to play a tune from start to finish just using that, it can be a bit in your face and a bit too much. So it's always good later on down the line, once you've mastered that right hand technique, to give it some space, add in rests. Yeah, we're just trying to unpick it and it just adds more drama to the songs and a bit more harmony, rather than it just being in your face, you know, basic frailing strum all the way. I need to get a neck strap, don't I? I'm struggling here. So yeah, just practice that one, just hammer on 1st and the 4th string. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then if you're feeling confident, go for it, you know, do the right hand basic frailing strum. An important thing to keep in mind is obviously keeping good timing, so saying in your head, keeping that internal metronome, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Speed will come naturally. Speed is a natural byproduct of your familiarity and ability to master this basic right hand technique. Find yourself struggling with that, slow it right down, just keep the timing. The timing is more important than speed, so if you have to go super slow, just go super slow. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. And if you just find yourself increasing that speed, maybe just an extra 5 beats per minute per week, you know, you'll gradually see yourself getting faster and better at it. But just because a banjo song is fast doesn't necessarily mean it's better or it sounds better. Some really good banjo songs are played really slowly. You know, if I play Cripple Creek, you can play it super fast or super slow, it still sounds good. I'll play it slow. The key is timing, keeping that constant 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way through the song. You don't want to be speeding up and slowing down in a song or even during an exercise, because it'll create bad habits. So if you're doing an exercise, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Pick a speed, stick with it. If you want to go fast, do it fast, but don't. Don't like vary vary the speed as you go through, because it's just a bad habit really. It doesn't help. You're better off learning a nice solid, find out what you're comfortable practicing at and just stick with that. So if you like to go slow, just go slow, no rush. So we'll do that again, a bit more on the 1st and the 4th string. Hammer on, pluck, hammer on the 4th, close that gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're practicing at night time when your family are in bed, just mute the strings and just. Do yourself a big favour, get a neck strap, because this is just all over the place. I need to get one really. I know I said I don't like using them, but it'll be a lot easier for these videos. Look, it's all over the place here. That's my fault. So yeah, we'll just practice that. So yeah, so this is a close-up of what my right hand was doing just a minute ago. But keeping good timing. And if you miss a string, no doubt I'll miss a string. If you miss a string or you hit more than one, don't worry, just keep going. Play through your mistakes, but try and keep that timing. That's probably the most important thing. Let's go. One and two. So yeah, we're trying to keep the volume between the plucking and the hammering the same. And once you get used to that, just evolve it and do the basic right hand bum ditty basic frailing pattern. So yeah, we'll just practice that for now, just. That's great, yeah. So I mean, if you're watching this video on YouTube, I've created just recently a Banjo Adventures Discord. It's a virtual space where you can come and learn how to play Clawhammer banjo. There's a handful of people in there now, and we're all learning this great skill together. So if you're interested and you want to join, just click on the link, is in my profile. Click on that, it'll give you a free invite. Just pop in, say hello, and then hopefully you might be able to get some value out of it and help you on your learning journey. So yeah, that'd be great if you could come and join us. We'll see you in there.